Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Your Main Movie Report. This week I'm going to talk about a movie which I recently watched in theaters. And the movie I'm going to talk about is, of course, The Purge, Anarchy. The Purge, Anarchy is, of course, the sequel to The Purge from 2013. And you guys, of course, remember that The Purge from 2013 was set in this dystopian near future United States, where this totalitarian government led by this party or entity called the New Founding Fathers had gained absolute control over American society. They had supposedly even replaced the Pledge of Allegiance with something atheist, like we pledge our allegiance to the New Founding Fathers, a nation reborn, yada yada yada. And already there I had a little because the current Pledge of Allegiance is hard-coded into most Americans. You know, I pledge my allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one nation under God, yada yada yada. And my problem with the Purge universe is, of course, how would these New Founding Fathers make a majority of Americans throw out the old Pledge of Allegiance and replace it with this atheist authoritarian version of the Pledge of Allegiance. And that's one problem. However, the Purge from 2013 was this generic home invasion flick which we have seen 1,000 times. We have this family, usually consisting of a mother and a father and maybe one kid or two kids, and their home is attacked by psychos, and in the duration of the movie they have to defend their household, and in the end, of course, they defeat the psychos and daybreak arrives. And I hadn't expected them to do a sequel to The Purge, but they did do a sequel, and this sequel is, of course, as I said earlier, called The Purge, Anarchy. And unlike in the previous flick, The Purge, Anarchy takes place in an urban area, more to be precise, downtown Los Angeles. And in The Purge, Anarchy, we follow three groups. The first group is this African-American mother and daughter who lives together with their old, sick granddad. And the second group is this couple, a young couple, who are on their way to the guy's sister to announce that they are going to break up. And the third person or persons who we are following is this cop played by Frank Grillo. You know, he played one of the Hydra henchmen in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. And he's out on a grudge. And he would have made an excellent Punisher, by the way, but I guess when they have given him a role in the Marvel Universe, they can't just recast him as the Punisher, but he would have made a great Punisher, a better Punisher than the guy who played the Punisher in the 2004 failed Punisher live action, but that's a whole other story. And as it would have in many other movies, when we have three fates, these fates collide sometime in the movie, and this also happens in The Purge, Anarchy. And these people have to band together to survive the night. And in The Purge, Anarchy, you learn a little more about the universe in which it takes place. We see one of the so-called New Founding Fathers, but we don't see who is president. We don't even know if the presidency and Congress still exists in this universe. But I guess we'll see that in a third film, maybe, if the third film is not a prequel. I would like to see in a third film Frank Grillo, together with the African-American mother and daughter, join up with the anti-Purge resistance and maybe have a huge battle outside the White House, if the White House still exists in this universe. It probably does, and that would be awesome. Imagine them with chainsaws and fighting or New Founding Fathers security forces or something like that. That would be very bloody, but very consistent with the theme in the universe where the Purge takes place. And regarding the acting, the two ladies who play the mother and daughter, they do a fine job, and Frank Grillo as the cop on a grudge, he does a great job as well. And Michael Williams, who plays the leader of the anti-Purge movement, we have seen him in several films, like he was the partner of Murphy in the RoboCop reboot, and he is a great mixture of Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and Black Panther combined into one. And I must say, the story, the themes, the levels in this film, unlike in the previous film, they are a bit better put together, because you really get the feeling that the Purge is basically about that the totalitarian atheist regime which is in power in the United States, they want to use predominantly the rich and the middle class to eradicate each other, and but mostly to eradicate the poor people, because they have it's a bit like a Nazi Germany type-esque of society, where they have said, oh, the reason for all your problems it is the poor, and now we give you the ability to go out and kill the poor and then stuff like that. But basically the whole problem with the society is not of course not the poor, but that Americans have chosen a totalitarian government which have taken away their freedoms. So all in all, if I'm gonna rate this film, I was initially gonna give it 2 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles, but after having seen it, I must say I was somewhat pleasantly surprised. So if I'm gonna rate it, I would give it 3 out of 5 Coca-Cola bottles. That's it. Euroman of Euroman's Movie Report signing off. Thanks for watching, and if you liked this review, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to watch any of my previous reviews, like my review of The Purge from 2013, click in the link in the description and it will take you to a playlist or several playlists of my previous reviews. And if you would like to donate to this show, you can do so by clicking a link in the description, which will take you to a PayPal page where you can donate if you would like to this show, so I would be able to go out and buy a better camera and some better editing software. But that's it. I'm signing off now, and I'll see you in the next movie review. Bye for now.